Hey guys, it's Michael. Today I have a quick update for you on the second stimulus check and second stimulus package from the White House. Yesterday morning, Larry Kudlow, who is the director of the National Economic Council, he had a meeting with Fox Business News where he spoke about the second stimulus check and specifically who he expects will receive this stimulus check. And it isn't really good news. We had previously thought that most people who received a stimulus check in the first round would be eligible to receive it in the second round. However, Larry Kudlow goes over this in the interview and he says that we shouldn't expect as many people to receive it in the next round. So in today's video, I'm going to go over what exactly he said, what this means for us, who's going to be receiving the check, and when he says he expects the next round to pass. But before we get started, I just wanted to let you guys know that I'll be announcing the $50 free stock giveaway winner at the end of today's video. So if you're subscribed to my channel and you've liked any of my previous videos, then be sure to stick around until the end of today's video so then you can see if you won. But if you didn't win, don't worry, you can still go ahead and get 2 free stocks right now valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app using the link down below. Anyways, let's go right into it and let's talk about what Larry Kudlow said in this interview yesterday with Fox Business News. So yesterday, Larry Kudlow, who is the director of the United States National Economic Council, he told Fox Business News that the Trump administration is actively considering another wave, another round of direct stimulus checks. And he says that this will starting to be debated on in Congress within the next month, and we can expect it within July to be debated on and hopefully have some sort of package proposed before the end of July. He says that the next wave of stimulus checks should go to people who lost their jobs and most in need. He said that it's not going to include everyone that it did in the first round, because in the first round, he said they sent out over 150 million stimulus checks. So he said in the next round, it's going to be more narrowly focused and more focused on those people who lost their jobs and are in most need right now. He suggested that the government may direct them to out-of-work Americans and others suffering significant hardships right now. So basically what this sounds like is that he's mainly talking about some sort of back-to-work bonus or some sort of enhanced unemployment benefits. What he didn't specifically address in this interview is people who are currently working and still getting paid, because he said ultimately right now the main goal of the next stimulus package will be to give payments to those people, support those people who aren't able to support themselves and don't have any source of income right now. He said that there will be a healthy discussion after the July 4th recess about the next move, the next round of stimulus, and what they should do moving forward. He explained that while tax rebates and direct mail checks are still being considered and they're still talking about that, he said that he believes the government should target out-of-work Americans, people who can't support themselves. We all know that the enhanced unemployment benefits are set to expire on July 31st, and they're talking about how are they going to support these millions, tens of millions of Americans who are no longer going to be receiving this $600 per week in enhanced unemployment benefits. Once these expire on July 31st, most of those people are going to have no source of income, no way of paying their bills. So that is why Larry Kudlow said, moving forward, the main focus has to be helping those people because they have no other way to pay their bills. And right now, with unemployment over 14%, it's going to be very, very difficult for these people to find jobs. Kudlow explains how they're currently looking at incentive-oriented policies that are designed to get people back to work looking for jobs. So that would be something similar to the back to work bonus like Rob Portman suggested, which is the $450 back to work bonus. So that is an option they can talk about. There's also been a number of other proposals for back to work or return to work bonuses. So it sounds like that is what they're mainly talking about, is getting people who are currently unemployed, support them in some way, whether that is through direct payments while they don't have a job, and also incentivizing them to look for another job. But later in the interview, he goes on to talk about how the president is still considering deductions for restaurants, entertainment, tourism, and sightseeing, because they said those businesses are struggling the most right now, and they're trying to help people and businesses who are struggling the most during the pandemic. So that includes travel and leisure businesses, and it also includes people who don't have jobs. He goes on to say how he thought the tax rebates or direct mail payments are on the table, but all of this is still in the pre-discussional phase. He said right now they haven't officially debated it other than what was passed in the HEROES Act, which was passed by the House Democrats. But he said right now they're ultimately just discussing everything and nothing has been officially written up or debated in a bill yet. Larry Kudlow goes on to say how we want this to be a constructive package. We want to make sure that every single dollar we spend, all the money we spend, is going to the right place and going to people who actually need the money and need the help. They don't want to spend money that's unnecessary and going to people or businesses that don't need help. They said in the first stimulus package, there's a lot of money spent on state and local governments, on businesses, on individuals, and it was given to people who didn't actually need the money, which makes sense. They want to make sure that every single dollar they spend is being used and being spent for people who need the help. He explained how it may include tax rebates, it may help out businesses, but ultimately he doesn't know for sure what exactly it will include. Other than that, it will be focused on helping people who are unemployed and getting people back to work and getting that unemployment rate down. That is going to be the main focus of it. Ultimately, from what he said, doesn't favor sending out more direct government stimulus checks to Americans in mass like they did in the first round. Over 159 million Americans have received direct payments, according to the IRS. And with all of these stimulus checks sent out, actually, Americans' savings rates have actually increased dramatically. So that means that a lot of people didn't need this money to spend directly on paying their bills because savings have increased during the pandemic once these stimulus checks were sent out. So he said instead of sending out 159 million more stimulus checks, it appears that he supports tightening eligibility for who qualifies for another round of stimulus, and depending on the eligibility requirements and where they decide the income threshold is, that could dramatically affect who receives a second stimulus package. So I'll keep you updated on what happens here, any new developments from Larry Kudlow and the White House. Anyways, that is just a quick update from Larry Kudlow and what he said in an interview yesterday with Fox Business News about the second stimulus package, how it may be a little more restrictive than the first round and not as many people will be getting the next stimulus check. Now let's get into the free stock giveaway winner. And the winner for the $50 free stock giveaway is this person right here. Thank you so much for everyone who entered, who liked my videos, commented, and is subscribed to my channel. If you like more giveaways in the future, be sure to comment that down below. Also, don't forget to get your 2 free stocks valued up to $1,400 when you download the Webull investing app. Join our Power of Finance investors group if you're interested in the stock market, investing, and making money in general. Thank you so much for watching. Please be sure to like the video down below, leave a comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys next time.